of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be tuning in right now. Thank you so much for being here with us on INCRadio New York. I will be your host for this morning. I'm Sister Mika. If you didn't know, now you know. Um, and I'm not by myself. With me is Sister Abigail Hidalgo. Hi, Sister Abby. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I am just preparing for the lovely winter storm that we're going to have later today. So, those
I
who
know. So,
are
since
in our area, please stay safe.
yes, exactly. But sometimes it's very easy to forget how cold it is outside because it's so warm and toasty inside at home. But yes, please do stay warm, everyone, wherever you may be. And here with me and Sister Sister Abby. It's so weird saying your full name. We
I feel
have
like I'm in
here.
trouble.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Here with Sister me and Abby is Brother Christian. What's up, Brother Christian?
You have to use my full government name now, D'Amico, because he's Abigail for Abby.
That was so weird. How are you, Brother Christian?
I'm good. It's a busy day here in Manhattan, and we're conducting our Kadiwa monthly meeting right now, so they're having fun outside.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, we hope that everyone is doing well. So, for the day's topic, let's get right into it. In an era where almost everything is online, from shopping to banking, socializing, networking, working, protecting yourself from digital threats has never been more important. So, today on INC Radio New York, we're going to give each other some tips on how we can all surf the internet with confidence, right? So, for our YouTube live chat brethren, please give us your tips on how we can surf the internet safely, or what we should do, or should not do in order to protect ourselves from different online threats. Now, for us who are here, right, what are some of the consequences of not being safe online? What are some things that we need to beat or be careful of? Brother Christian, we'll start with you.
um, I don't know. Honestly, we always need to be safe online no matter what we're doing. And consequences of not being safe would probably lead to identity theft. I think that's one of the biggest things a lot of people worry about. I know my mom always tells me, be careful of what you click online or whatever you're logging into, because you never know who might mistake your identity and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one of the things. What about you, Abby?
Same thing, there's a lot of people out there that are willing to do anything and anything to, get your money or get your identity, use your identity, destroy your credit, and whatnot. And that could affect your personal, finances and whatnot. So you have to kind of protect yourself, or they can also impersonate you and make you look bad when it's not really you who is doing those things. Because you see on social media, there's those fake accounts, right? So they steal your picture and your information and pretend to be you when it's really not you.
Yeah, no, that is so true. Yeah, definitely. I like identity theft is a really big thing.
Mhm.
Um, because they can use your identity to buy things, like we have to protect our finances. A lot of the banking nowadays is online. So we have to be careful whenever, like, what's happening right now? Sorry. Yeah, we have to be careful wherever we do our banking. So protect yourselves. Um, so let's see. From our brothers and sisters on our
I'm trying to look for their
Sister
tips.
Science,
They're very active.
that's great. Don't post your active location from Sister Cheyenne. That's very important. Um, what about from us here? What are some of the things that we can do to protect ourselves? Let's say protect ourselves online.
I think one of the
Passwords. Do you change yours every like 3 months, like we're supposed to?
I change mine once a year now, so
I don't think I've changed my password since I only change my password when they ask me to, when the website asks me to. And then I usually like push it back to like the very last second.
Are you the type to change your password because you don't remember your password? so you, so
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
do that too. So I guess every month I change my password because I forget.
you just have so many like accounts that you don't know what password is on for which account.
Well, the bad thing too with me is that I shouldn't say this, but I have the same password for all of my accounts, like online and whatnot. Um, yeah. So you
Here's
shouldn't, right?
here's
So
here's
make sure.
what are some ways you can protect ourselves? Don't expose yourselves as well. Don't want to expose yourself.
What not to do. So don't be like me. Don't have the same passwords for all of your accounts. All right. Social media, emails, all of that.
There's
Diversify your passwords.
Yes, Brother Rainier said the best tip to protect yourself on the internet is to use strong, unique passwords for every account and enable a multi-factor authentication whenever possible. I know we're going to discuss this later, but he like kind of nailed the head on the nail or hit the head. Yeah. Anyways.
The head. Yeah. Hit the nail on the head. Yes, so two-factor or multi-factor authentication is very, very important, because it just adds a little another layer of security for whether it's for your email or for your social media or for your banking or whatever. And again, passwords are very important, like what Brother Rainier said. Use strong passwords. Don't use A lot of people use their year of birth in their passwords. Um, you know, yeah, whether it's the 4 year or the last 2 years. Don't do that. That's one of the easiest things to like guess when it comes to password creation. Add some special characters in there, especially if um, like there are websites that allow you to use all different types of like special characters. I know in some websites they only allow you to use certain ones. So whenever you are able to use different types, add numbers in there, uppercase, lowercase, and something that's not easily guessed, right? So even in
And
my phone, sorry, yes, go ahead, Sister
no, I
Abby.
was just saying like I forgot my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, in regards to passwords, when you're in websites or in your personal computer or whatnot, or they have the option to save your passwords. So if you're gonna use that option, just make sure it's your own personal computer that only you can use it, or probably not even use it at all, because you never know if your phone, your laptop, or your computer could get stolen. And then they have all your information and all your passwords already on your on your laptop. So just be aware. I know some of us probably have like passwords written down somewhere in like a book or on your
You
computer,
should.
but
That's
you
probably
should.
better.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the type to keep my passwords on my phone, like on a notes app or something. But what I do is
Notes
I
are
put
gonna
a,
be in the cloud.
I put a lock on it though, so it's not anyone can just like go onto the app and then access it right away. You got to put in a password to do it. So if you do think of, again, this is all the two-factor authentication, so just thinking ahead. And then I don't know if we talked about, but most common things that people do nowadays on social media is when you get mysterious links from people or from I don't know, like you're in a family group chat and someone sends you check out this post or click this link, and then it'll redirect you.
Wait,
Don't click the link. And if you do click the link, don't put, if it's asking you to log in, don't log in. Don't put in your email, don't, because that's how you get hacked, and that leads to a lot of different things. But that's one of the most common things I've seen, especially in my family.
agreed. Yeah, so several comments here. Brother Carl Ojeda says, when making those security questions and answers, make sure it's not the actual answer. Randomize it and remember them. It's so easy to get those and can hack your accounts. Agreed. Maybe it's better to like have a hard copy of your passwords in like a little notebook, because unless someone actually like takes that notebook from you and steals it, no one online is going to be able to get it from you, right? Now Kalian says two-factor verification is better than a single password. I totally agree. So what do you think about this? Right. Sister Rose said, what do you think elders should do if you tend to forget your password? Then they'll send you authentication, then you go to your email, then you go back to the two-factor authentication. I think that's what's great about the two-factor authentication is that um you have to go through several things to be able to log in or like change your password. Um, yeah, it makes it difficult for anyone to be able to actually log into your account. And if you use your phone um, to as an extra verification, it's going to be easier. It's easier for you, for yourself, to be able to log in or change your password versus someone else who doesn't have your phone, right, to be able to do so.
Yeah, I
So
know,
yes,
like,
write down
yeah,
somewhere
and
else.
I know some certain websites, like like your bank or any financial things, like if they detect your computer or even your phone that you're trying to log in an area that you never been, like even if you're like probably in like New York. Well, for me, I live in Connecticut and I go to New York and I'm trying to log into my bank account or whatever, I need to check on something. It will like automatically send me a verification code because they're like, you don't live here, so why are you accessing in this area? And just to make sure that it's actually you. So that's great to have on those certain websites, and don't, like, if they ask if you want to enable it, you should. Just to have extra protection.
Well, in this day and
Okay.
age, right, we kind of like use technology more often. So that means using Wi-Fi,
No,
and then I guess for some of us who like to work at cafes, if you're that type, like how safe and unsafe is public Wi-Fi or like location services?
that's right. It's funny because Sister Cheyenne just says, be careful of public Wi-Fi and the info they require. Using VPN helps too, according to Brother Leon. So yes, be wary of public Wi-Fi. So avoid accessing sensitive accounts or making financial transactions when you're connected to public Wi-Fi. If you can, use a VPN, or like if you have to, um, use a VPN so that it routes your. Anyway, I don't exactly know how it works. I'm not
So
techie like that.
So if you don't know what a VPN is, it is a virtual private network that you basically you can get it as like a third party app. You can download it on your phones or whatever. And when you click that, it basically just privatize that Wi-Fi network that you're using only to you. So basically, it protects everything that you're doing while you're logged into that public Wi-Fi, which is very helpful. So.
Thank you so much. And just really be careful of um, the information also that you give, right? Be careful of the information that you post online, um, because you don't want to give people like a clue, especially like your location. It's so very easy to kind of like track someone when it comes to that, especially for parents and their children. You especially have to be really careful with that. What else should we be careful of?
In
Like,
regards to location, I know when we go on vacation, we like to say, "Hey, I'm going somewhere," but just, make sure your profile is, protected in a way that not everyone can see where you're going or who you're going with, because they can, and like they can, break into your house, or they can like follow you, or it could put a danger to your family members or yourself. So try to be like excited, like you can post, but just be careful on how much you're sharing. And also, you take pictures of your passport or your tickets, but make sure that you kind of hide the important information,
or,
so that they can't steal. Like your passport has a lot of information, and even sometimes your ticket has information about you that people can misuse. So just be aware of what you share. I mean, it's fine to share your adventures or whatnot, but don't share too much.
exactly. You mentioned something very important, right? A lot of people post about, we're going on vacation. We're gonna be out of the house for 2 weeks right when you leave, right? So it basically tells everybody, especially if your profile is public, you're basically telling everyone that there's no one in your house for 2 weeks. So imagine that. You have to think about these things. Um, so you can post about your vacation, maybe after you're already done with it.
Yeah, that's what Sister Isabel
When
said.
you're
Post pics of vacation a few weeks after, or don't tag the location that you're at.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very, very important. And sometimes I know like we get really excited to share about our life and stuff, but we also have to think and be careful about who can see our profile, who can see whatever we post. So it's also very important to manage the privacy settings of our social medias, our online selves, right? Make sure to be careful about who you're letting in to your social media if you are a private account, because you have to approve whoever it is that is asking to follow you, right? So are you going to let a stranger follow you in real life, like, in person? No, I'm not going to let a stranger follow me. So why would I let a stranger follow me online? That's weird. At least that's what I think. And you know it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, especially, with if you have children. I know there was a comment earlier saying that just be careful of what you post about your children. Um, Especially, first day of school, like try to avoid the school that your child is going to, the teachers, or all like important information, because they could, bad stuff can happen. So just be, you can share those things, but just be cautious on what you share.
Agreed, definitely. All right. Brother Christian's gotta go. Do you want to say anything before you leave?
Stay safe. watch out what you click. And if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe to INCRadio and like this video and continue commenting because I'm sure they're going to read your shout outs later. Bye, everyone. I got to go.
Until next
See you later, brother
time.
Christian. Thanks
See you
for being
next
with
week.
us. Yes. What was I gonna say? Right. So last question, I guess, before we go to our greetings, our and all of our other segments. Sister Abby, why is practicing safe online habits important?
Such a deep question. I mean, I think it just protects yourself and your identity and keeps yourself, your family safe. Because you don't want anything bad to happen to anyone that you care about. So in the age of technology, it's so easy for people to do bad stuff to other people. Like so you just have to just be careful of what you do online.
Yes, I completely agree. Yeah, just keeping yourself safe. That's important, right? And we mentioned online, like practicing online habits, because it's a practice. You're not going to remember to make difficult passwords. You're not going to remember it right away. And if you do, good for you. But for a lot of us, we have to build habits. Um, so, if it's practice, it's something that you constantly have to do. So let's remember the things that we spoke about today. I think Brother PJ brought up another good point earlier. Those public charging stations. Also be
Mm.
careful of that because they might be able to tap into your phone and whatever information's on your phone through those charging stations. Again, just be careful of what we do. Let's think twice before we post anything online. Even the things that we say, um, let's be careful and just be safe.
Yeah, because
Um,
everything that you post online is there forever. So
is
you have to just be conscious on what you post because it can come back to you and it might affect your profession. um and dealing with the ramifications of like identity theft or trying to change everything or just dealing with all the issues when things get compromised is such a headache. I know, like get letters in the mail saying like, oh, your information was taken because our system got hacked, and then it's just like, okay, so do I have to watch out for people charging my credit card or taking out loans under my name? And that's a whole headache to deal with when it's starting to affect you like personally and financially.
agreed. Limiting the personal details we share, regularly checking our privacy settings just helps us safeguard our identities, our also our families from malicious people online, right? But yes, so those are just some things that we can do to safeguard ourselves um, and the people around us online. But before we end, we have other things that we gotta talk about.
I know it's such an important
Right?
topic, and our viewers gave us some important tips.
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, everyone, for talking to us about all these things. Sister Abby, what are some of the things that we can look forward to in the district?
So, this coming Monday for our district, we'll have a district-wide meeting of all officers, and this will begin on Monday, February 10th, and it will be at 8 p.m. So coordinate with your local leadership on the venues or places that this meeting will be held. And I know we mentioned it last week, but we're also preparing for upcoming Unity Games, and there'll be sports clinics associated with that. So look out for more details about it. It'll be dodgeball, volleyball, and bowling. So we look forward to seeing all of your brethren to join these clinics and also participate in our upcoming Unity Games.
Yes, thank you so much. But before we read our shout outs and greetings, let's recognize the top 3 local congregation from last week's hashtag challenge. I know there was much less people last week because it was very, very busy in that Saturday morning. But we do thank everyone who showed up and listened to us talk about digital decluttering. If you're interested in tips on how to declutter your digital life in connection with staying safe online, right? It's very important for us. Go watch that episode, and we can learn more about how to declutter or minimalize our digital self, our digital
Stuff.
yes, our digital stuff. So third place from last week's hashtag challenge is Portland. I think they're also doing really well today, the hashtagging and stuff. So I'm curious if Portland is going to place next week. Second place is LIC.
Congratulations.
And first place, not far, whenever LIC is in the top 3, right? Woodside is our number 1. So congratulations, Woodside. And then our top hashtaggers that we have to recognize as well. We have Brother Pastor Palacios. We have Brother Andrew Wynn. And we have a tie for first place. It's Sister Marjorie Agulay and Sister Rowena Valdez. Congratulations, everyone. And thank you so much for tuning in and participating. So quickly, we'll just go through shout outs and greetings, and then we'll close off. Where was it? I just had it. There were some birthdays there. Oh, happy birthday po kay Christine De Ocampo, lokal ng Forest Hills. Greetings from Roxanne Pesariton, lokal ng Mombasa, Kenya, distrito ng Northern Africa. Happy birthday. Also, happy birthday to Sister Gabby Del Rosario. Let's see if there's any more greetings from our YouTube live chat.
There's just a lot of hashtagging, and I love it.
It is great. From Sister Ira, again, greetings to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Vimanalo. Thank you for always guiding us through our programs like this, which strengthens our faith. We love you, Paul. Yes. And then is there more? Okay, I think that's it. There's so many comments on our YouTube live chat, and we love that. Thank you so much once again, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you also to the church administration for giving us a platform to share, and speak about important topics like these. Like Brother Christian said, please don't forget to like this video. So click that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to catch us again next week, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time or Sunday at 12:30 a.m. Philippine time.
And greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and CEBSI President, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo. And also greetings to our INCRadio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our Executive Producer, Kuya Manny Andaya. To our District Minister, Brother Sherilyn Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Almelda. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night. Stay safe out there. Keep warm.
Stay safe.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.